Hey guys, hope you guys can hear me. Can hear me? Please let me know if going furthermore. It's gonna be a I mean, all the people who are my subscriber won't be able to chat over here. This is gonna be only the members chat, but anyone can join. I hope. I mean, if you even if you are not my members or something like that, you'll be able to join here. I just did it because I don't wanna listen any bullshit today. We'll have to really talk about that. As ICT is doing his what to say, I mean the live streaming. So I was interested to watch him for some recognition, and I already got that. But before everything else, I would love to talk about the dealing runs. Okay, so last time my friend actually told me how to mark the dealing runs. It has to take the liquidity or everything bullshit. But yeah, I hope they should learn more about the ICT concepts before saying something or to teach me something. However, I would love to go for this small dealing range as the ICT is not actually revealing everything. So I would love to do that for you guys. If you are my member, you will everything will be clear. Even if you're not my member, you have watched the video inside that study folder, you will get the things I'm going to say. If you didn't watch them, I don't think so it's gonna help you a bit or nothing. Okay. However, this is that relatively equal highs over here. Below this relatively equal highs, I have this last FVZ from 1 minute chart and the entry FVZ from 1 minute chart. Gonna mark them, extend it to my right. So entry FVZ and the last FVZ all together over here. I just needed the what to say, I mean the recognition from ICT and what which I got okay over here. In this area, what is the dealing range? This high, that is the dealing range because this high has cleared some swing high or something like that, or it has cleared some swing high, that's why it's the dealing range, or it has cleared this high, that's why it's the dealing range. No, for marking the dealing range you have to look for the liquidity. Where do you have the liquidity? Now as you can see over here, this is the relatively equal highs. So this is my dealing range. The high of this candle or this relatively equal highs is my dealing range. When this market fall, build relatively equal lows around here. Just let me go with the uh tip. Okay, so here right now around this area the dealing range high is here, the low is here. It has built the relatively equal lows. So this is the dealing range low, this is the dealing range high. If I go on my left and if I find some sort of relatively equal lows, that means there is another low below this low. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, so if there is anything, just let me know later. This low is the dealing range low right now. If there was another low which was below that low, then this is not the dealing range low. The dealing range low is gonna be the relatively equal lows or the extreme low over here. ICT showed, however, I'll go over there. So market fall. Now this is the dealing range high, dealing range low. Sorry, not that. That is the dealing range high, dealing range low. This is the dealing range high. This is the dealing range low. Market has built relatively equal lows over here. See this relatively equal lows. I'm not gonna accept this market to come to this deep premium area to if it really would love to go for this relatively equal lows over here. As you can see, this market went higher and come a bit higher and over here. Just let me show you this. Tap to this high, exactly to this extremely premium line. When it came to this extremely premium line, now I'm more interested to see, does it want to go for this relatively equal lows or this relatively equal highs at first. I have to switch the dealing range from there to this new dealing range. So here this high is not important to me anymore. As it came to this deep premium, it has a more probability to go for this buy side liquidity before going for this relatively equal lows or the sell side liquidity, which I'm going to mark over here, which is this relatively equal lows around this area, or you can simply mark that low as a relatively equal lows or sell side liquidity over here. While this market came here to this deep premium, I'm more interested to see this market is going to go for this buy side liquidity at first before going for this sell side liquidity. After that, when this market is retracing, I will go back again for the dealing range to switch it from here to this high, which is a buy side liquidity now. No, for marking the dealing range, you don't need to mark a swing high that has cleared all the highs, a swing low that has cleared all the lows. No, you don't need that. All you need to mark the relatively equal highs or the buy side liquidity, relatively equal lows, or the sell side liquidity. If you don't have them, then and only then you will look for a swing high that has cleared some sort of swing high, or the cleared all the highs, or the swing low that has cleared all the lows. In that type of scenario, if you don't have any buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity, as the market always go for either for the buy side liquidity or the sell side liquidity. As you can see, market came to this deep premium and build a new relatively equal highs. I'm more interested to see this is going to be cleared at first before falling for this sell side liquidity. Now all of you know that market has fallen first for this sell side liquidity, then it was going for that buy side liquidity. Now how do I know that which is going to happen at first? When this market has built that and it is retracing, I'm gonna mark these things. I'm not gonna expect this market is coming to this deep discounted area. If it come to this deep discounted area, it means this market can either consolidate like this way, and finally it will fall for this sell side liquidity. After that it will start to go for that buy side liquidity if it come over here. At the same time, I'm interested to go for a buy. I will start to look for a buying opportunity either from here or from here. If there is any sort of buying opportunity, I'll go for that buy, as long as it's not coming to this deep discounted area, as the market at first came to this deep premium area and build that buy side liquidity. So my highest interest to look for this buy side liquidity without for this sell side liquidity. In my mind right now, I'm only interested to look for the buy as long as it's not coming to this deep discounted area. So let's see what happened here. Did market provide me any buying opportunity here? Until now there is any buying opportunity? No buying opportunity. So here is some sort of fair value gap around this area. I don't really care about that. Still I am bullish because market failed to come to this deep discounted area. I'm still bullish. Any sort of buying opportunity, I'll go for the buy. Market went a bit higher. Look, there is not even a single buying opportunity around that area. Market came here to this deep discounted area. There is two kind of scenario right now. Either this market will simply consolidate like this way, or it will just keep falling and take that sell side liquidity. There is no other things, and we have to let this go. We can't take this sell after clearing this sell side liquidity. While the sell side liquidity has been cleared, I'm more interested to mark the low over here because the sell side liquidity has been cleared over here. What do I have over there? Only the buy side liquidity. Where is the dealing range high? That same buy side liquidity. No need to change it from over here because this is the swing high bullshit, all of these things. However, while this market cleared that sell side liquidity, I'm coming here. Now I have one-sided run. What is that run? I have just the buy side liquidity. Sell side liquidity has been cleared over here. I have just the buy side liquidity. I'm more interested to look for the buy right now. Any sort of buying opportunity from here, I'll look for the buy. For that type of scenario, I have to go to the 15-minute chart to look for any sort of buying opportunity. Sorry, higher time frame period over here. If I have any, if I don't have, I'll go for the maximum hourly chart to find out do I have anything over there. If I have anything, I'll go look for the buy from that area. Like for example, as you can see, there's down close body close candles over here, which is the order block. Retest this order block from the what to say hourly chart, which has traded this FVZ. This down close candle has traded this last FVZ order block. Extend it to your right, trade this area. Why I'm forcing the market to build the order block or fair value gap or anything? Because now I'm only interested to look for buy. The market has cleared the sell side liquidity. While it came here, I didn't know that this market is going to fall for this sell side liquidity, or is it going to go for that buy side liquidity. I didn't know that. But when this market has cleared that sell side liquidity by coming to this deep discounted area, I don't need to worry about the sell side liquidity anymore because there is no sell side liquidity left. I will only go for the buy side liquidity. I will keep adjusting the dealing range low as long as it's not going to give me the buying opportunity from here. So let's see what is going to happen over here around that area. Okay, so what happened over here actually? So this market started to retrace. Until now there is no buying opportunity. As you can see, no fair value gap, no nothing over here. Just keep watching, and then market has built another low, which is gonna be my, I have to adjust the lows, keep adjusting the lows. So here this is a swing high which is valid for shifting market structure. Okay, and then I got the market structure shift over here. Do I have any fair value gap? No, I don't have any fair value gap. Do I have any entry opportunity? No, I don't have any entry opportunity. What else do you have? this FVZ. What is the last FVZ? Yesterday's Discord live, I have shown you how to use this FVZ. Okay, so as I'm looking for the buying opportunity, I'll go with every sort of possibility around here to go for the trade. Again, this is not the idea to take the entry over here outside of the session. I'm just trying to show you the dealing range over here. This is that gap. I can use this gap. I could use the order block. If I had an FVZ over here, then I could use the order block. Unfortunately, I don't have the FVZ, so I'm not interested to look for the lowest down close body close candle as an order block, as I don't have the FVZ from 15-minute chart. However, this is the only opportunity right now if I would love to frame the buy, because this is the fall and this is the last FVZ. What did I tell you? When it will close above this gap, never ever 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 trust this gap for the first time. Either let the market to fall one more time to clear that low, or let him build the order block to take the buy. So let's see what happened. This market went higher. Still now there is no opportunity. Means this candle, which is the lowest down close body close candle, consecutive candles. This candle is inside this gap, so I can't use this candle. But this consecutive candle, I can use it as an order block. That means if the market close one tick above this gap, I'm able to take the buy from this order block, this consecutive order block. As you can see here, this candle has closed above this order block, then the next candle tapped to this order block. I'm interested again. All of us know what happened over here. I'm just trying to show you what we should do. Put the stop loss below that order block, plus 2 handle, something like that. Target is this buy side liquidity from that order block. I'd love to go for that. Okay, and then this market fall, stop me out over here. Am I going to be afraid for that? No, of course not. I know that this is the part of this game, so I tried to take the entry from that order block, got a small loss. Market has fallen, cleared that low one more time. Gonna mark that dealing range again, the low of this dealing range. If this market can close above this gap this time, I don't need to worry about anything else. I can simply go for the trade from here by covering some sort of FVZ below this gap, and we'll look for that same sort of buy side liquidity again over here. Okay, and then the market went higher and went closed above this gap. If it tapped to this gap, I'm interested to go for the trade right now without any sort of confusion, by believing this gap is going to hold the market and send it higher over here. I'll come back again to the dealing range, because that is also important, why this dealing range I mean how it is going to work. However, first look at this. When this candle has closed, I'll look for 3 candle to come back again to this gap. Now I can trust this gap without any sort of confusion. That means if it come to this gap, I'm more interested to take the buy from here. Okay, unfortunately this market didn't come here within 5 candles, so there is no opportunity to take the entry. Instead of that, I'll stop over here by a loss over here. Again, this is outside of the session, so it is not a valid trade. Outside of the session, no trade is valid, but I'm just trying to show you how you will go for the trade over here. Now the dealing runs, right? This is that buy side liquidity over here. I'm just going to remove it. Buy side liquidity, that is the low, which is the swing low, has cleared. If this market would love to go for this buy side liquidity, it should come at least to this deep premium area, right? It will tap to this deep premium area. There will be 0% possibility market to go for this swing low without clearing that buy side liquidity. If this market fail to come to this deep premium area, there is still an possibility market will fall and build another lower low before going for this buy side liquidity. So am I still interested to go for the buy? No. If I can find the entry opportunity from here, I'll go for that buy. We'll try to take the partial over here, which is the last FVZ before, just below this buy side liquidity. So here, if I can get the entry around here, I'll take the partial here, and then I will hold the trade for this buy side liquidity by putting the stop loss to the break even, because I'm not sure yet is this market going for this buy side liquidity. But if it come to this deep premium, I'm 100% sure this is going to take that buy side liquidity. Okay, so see where the market came to this specific dealing range, buy side liquidity. That low has cleared all of these lows. The dealing range is low. It should come to this deep premium if it wants to take that buy side liquidity. If it failed to come over here, there is a still possibility this market will retrace either from this lower quadrant or the 50%. Maybe it will go a bit above the 50%. Never ever it should touch this deep premium area before clearing that low, if it really would love to go for that low without clearing that buy side liquidity over here. Okay, this line is the buy side liquidity where the market came. It didn't even come to the last FVG, because if it come to this last FVG, it will trade the deep premium area. That will tell the market to go for the buy side liquidity instead of falling for that low. So what happened? Market retraced from there, and as you can see, took that low one more time over here. So I'm gonna mark that same dealing range low over here. I will remove this gap because this gap is not important, as this low has been cleared over here. It was valid to take the buy. Now it's not valid anymore. I have to look for new swing low or the new last FVG to that specific leg, as it has simply violated this low over here. This is that same low. I'm gonna mark it here. And am I going to believe this gap? No. If the market come this way, I will believe this market to take the buy. If it doesn't do that, the same loss I took from that order block, I'll go for that same thing by believing the market. That means it will build the order block, then I will take the buy again from this order block. We'll look for some sort of, what to say, I mean the last FVG. I'll try to take the partial, and if the last FVG is broken, my buy side liquidity will be cleared. Let's see what has happened over here. Then this market, did it ever closed above this gap? No, it never closed above this gap. You can simply see over here. So still I don't know that is it going for this buy side liquidity or not. I'm just keep waiting for a buying opportunity from there, as I have the higher time frame PDRA over here, so I don't need to worry about the higher time frame. I'll just keep looking for the buying opportunity. The dealing range is high, is here. This is the deep premium right now. When the market will touch this deep premium, this buy side liquidity is gonna be cleared for sure without any sort of confusion. Market fall one more time, build another low. I don't need to worry about that. I'll keep looking for the opportunity. This gap, how it has been worked, tap over here, took the liquidity, it will close above this gap. That is my buying opportunity from there. Let's see what happened. Oh, okay, the market is still watching. So let's go from here to see if this gap can work. Today I will take the buy if the market, so far, okay, if the market before clearing that low tap, I mean closed above this gap, will take the buy, as it has cleared that low again, because this was the low has been cleared over here. By respecting this gap, this low is not valid anymore, as I don't have any other bearish gap to that specific leg. Just look at this. I don't have any other bearish gap around here. I have to keep watching this gap to take the buy if I would love to take the buy. If this candle build another bearish gap over here, I have to use this same way, the same thing over here that I used this one. But until it is not going to build any sort of bearish FVG, for the first time it will close above this gap. This is gonna be all of our buying today for this buy side liquidity. All of us will go for this buy today by seeing the market. Okay, forget about everything else. What is going to happen in this market? Forget about everything else. As long as this market is not building another sell side liquidity over, sorry, another bearish gap over here, we are going to take the buy while the market will close one tick above this gap. As long as it's not building another gap over here, keep watching. This is the dealing range low. It has to come to this deep premium right now. It didn't, it's not countable, because while this market trade here, it was that low, but now it has built a new low. So this is the deep premium. If it come to this deep premium, this buy side liquidity is almost confirmed that it's going to clear. Until now, there is no bearish FBG. It will close one tick of this gap. This is going to be our buy. Wait for that. The market has opened, is going to open within 1 minute. Forget about your higher time frame. Forget about your opening range gap. Forget about everything. I will not see anything. Just 1 minute chart. We'll wait for this buying opportunity from this old gap, as long as it's not building another what to say, I mean the bearish FBG to this area. Okay, and this buy side liquidity which is over here, we'll look for that. Just remember, this is the upper quadrant. If it touch it, market is going to take that liquidity. We will try to take the partial while the market will trade this new last FBG to that specific leg. So there will be our partial around here, which is 15 handle. So I don't think so it's gonna be important, but we'll try to take the partial around 20 handle, something like that. Without building any sort of bearish FBG, it will close one tick above this gap. We'll take the buy. Forget about everything else. Let me see. Do I have anything else? I don't have anything. Nothing. Yeah, perfect. Let him to close one tick above this gap, and then we are going to take the buy. we need to adjust the stop loss. We'll adjust that stop loss, but first let him close one tick above this gap, and then we are going to take the buy. And then I'll go for every short of other, what to say, I mean the PDRs or everything. First, let me go for this trade because people want to teach me the ICT concept. I feel very funny. I feel this very funny. Oh man. Okay, so it has built another low. So I'll just mark that low. It has to touch this line if it would love to go for this buy side liquidity. Let the market close one tick above this gap. This gap is extremely important right now. Oh, by the way, at the same time, if you see some sort of bearish FBZ over here, bullish FBZ, I don't have any, unfortunately. I could use the order block. Unfortunately, I don't have any over there. So I can't use the order block as well. I will just look for that entry from the body close above that line. Every one of you, be with me. It will close one tick above this gap. We are going to take the buy. I'll just adjust the stop loss a bit after closing. Okay, so just cover a bit lower. It will be just a bit lower. So where it is trading right now, the equilibrium. So can it keep falling? Of course it can keep falling from this equilibrium of this dealing range. And whenever it is going to fall from the equilibrium, it is going to build a new low. We are just going to adjust that low over there. If it doesn't provide the entry opportunity from this gap, then and only then I'll just switch my bias and we'll go for the switch the chart, and I'll look for something new over there. Keep watching. One word, just remember that. As long as this market is not building any sort of bearish FBZ over here to that specific leg, it will close above this gap, one tick above this gap. We are going to take the buy from here. If it build any bearish FBZ, we are going to switch this, transfer this FBZ from here to here to mark that, what to say, I mean the same kind of FBZ. So it will tap to this gap, liquidity, all of these things we have to watch again. Until then, we are looking for only buy from this gap. As the market is trading, let me see the opening gap as well. This is the opening gap over here, so I don't need to worry about to fall this market because it's gap down. I have the buy side liquidity, so of course I'll look for the buy. I'm also bullish actually today. I'm not bearish. If it build a gap, I will just transfer this gap from here to here, and I'll just mark this thing again while the market will actually build the lowest low. I'm just gonna remove this because market actually fall too far. We'll wait for this market to see when it is going to go higher again. So this is the new day opening gap from yesterday. Market just tapped to this new day opening gap from yesterday and go higher now. Going to remove this gap. Not important. I am bullish, by the way, guys. In short, this is the extreme low. Right now, until now, this is the extreme low. That should not be cleared. Let me mark a line over here. If it cleared, then of course we have to look for something else. This low, I don't want to see it to be cleared. Is there any bearish gap? No. I still, this gap is important to me. I'll keep that gap over here as long as it's not going to build another bearish gap over here. Has built another buy side liquidity over here. Okay, this low has cleared. I have this buy side liquidity over here, which is the clean highs around here. Let's see if it can build a bearish gap. If it built the bearish gap, then I have to switch this gap from here to here. Otherwise, I'm still good to use this gap to take the buy. And let me see if I have anything over here as an higher time frame PTA. Don't I have anything? No, I don't have anything. 15-minute chart, nothing. On the hourly chart, I have this. So I can look for the order block as well, as long as it's respecting this gap. Zula has been cleared. This sell side liquidity has been cleared yesterday. I will talk about that a bit within a moment, but it's not the sell side liquidity yet. Okay, just remember it's just marked because I need to talk about here. That's why I just didn't close it. This lowest down close candle is also a valid. Okay, however, this gap is not valid anymore because it has built another low over here. This is another low. According to the dealing range, market never go to the premium or the deep premium area. It never go over here to this deep premium area. So market is falling. Do I need to worry about that fall as my bias is bullish? No, I'm not. I really don't care about that fall as my bias is bullish. I'll just adjust the gap, the last gap, while it will just start to retrace. If it come to this 50-minute last FVZ, I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity from here as well. This is not the sell side liquidity, it has already been cleared. If the market keep falling, I'll let him fall, then I'll look for the buy again. I'm only bullish today. That's not the sell side liquidity. Missed the FVZ for a bit, but it will be traded, I guess. So this is the 50-minute last FVZ. So last line for this market to reverse. Do I have anything else? I don't have anything else instead of this new week opening gap. If it keep falling until this new week opening gap, I'll look for the buy again from this new week opening gap, either from this 50-minute gap or from this new week opening gap. Origin low from yesterday, it's over here. That is the origin low from yesterday. I'm gonna mark that. Don't wanna see any sort of liquidity to be built by this sell side liquidity over here. Falling knife, don't try to touch it. Let him fall, then start to look for the buying opportunity. 50-minute last FVZ over here. I don't have the order block opportunity because this market failed to trade this gap by a down close candle. So I can't use the order block over here. I'm gonna mark this last FVZ. The same FVZ I have marked over there. Where was that? Over here. I'm gonna mark the same FVZ over here. While it is gonna inverse, can I take the buy? No, I can't take the buy. There is two opportunities over here. Either this market has to take that liquidity, I'll take the buy from here. Or this market will come here, build the order block. I'll take the buy from this order block. For this short term buy side liquidity, long term buy side liquidity. Two opportunities. Don't try to catch the falling knife. This is the low from yesterday. The origin low of the setup. This is the extreme low from yesterday. That is the extreme low. If this low is taken, there is a high probability it will keep falling. I really don't want to see that because today is Thursday. This is the extreme low from yesterday. Of course, it can take it, but it should not take it if it really would love to go higher. So it tapped here. Did it take that low? No, it didn't yet. It didn't take that low. Okay, so I can't use this gap while it will be inversed. Can't take the buy. Either I have to wait for an order block to be created to take the buy. Do I have any higher time frame PDRA? This is the 50-minute last FVZ. Go to your 15-minute chart. You'll be able to see this is the 50-minute last FVZ. I could use this candle as an order block, but it's a very small body, long wick, so I'm not going to use this as an order block. So I will better use this, what to say, FVZ to take the buy if it provide me that buying opportunity. Just don't focus on this sell side liquidity. It's not important. It's not something like market just took the sell side liquidity. It's not that type of sell side liquidity. It's important for actually for the yesterday. I will just explain that before that. I would love to go for the trade. So after taking the trade, I'll go for the explanation. Why should you join me through the Discord? You should join me through that Discord. You have to join me. There's no other option. Yeah. I really don't want to see the low to be taken because this is the low from yesterday. If this low is taken, there is a high probability this market will keep falling. I don't want to see it will keep falling. I would love to see it will keep going higher. The job is done over here. Let's watch the market slowly. Don't try to catch the falling knife. It left that buy side liquidity here, buy side liquidity there. That's more important for me to take the buy. Dealing range has been switched from this high to this new buy side liquidity. So this is the dealing range, new dealing range for me from here, that buy side liquidity until now. Okay, until now that sell side liquidity. So if this market really would love to clear this one, it has to come to this deep premium area. In the meantime, I'll try to take some partial over here. If it is been taken and 15-minute candle close below this gap, I'll wait for this market to come here to take the buy. If it is taken, I really don't want to say it will be taken, which is previous day low in my opinion. It should not be taken. If it is taken, there is a high probability this market will keep falling. Maybe for this new week opening gap, that new week opening gap. All the fall, I'll let them go and then I'll frame the buy again. So some of you actually think about the previous day low to be taken and then I will start to look for the buy. No, it's not something like that. There is a specific day where the previous day high and previous day low is important, not today. So if today is taken, I will be more bearish. But unfortunately, I can't take the sell because I don't have any sell side liquidity. So I'll let the sell go until maybe here, new week opening gap, or maybe that new week opening gap, or I'll go look on my left. Okay, this low is taken. There's high probability it will keep falling. If I would love to take a sell, I can frame a sell now without taking the buy. But I'm not looking for any sort of sell because I'm not bearish. I don't know how far it will fall. That just because of that, I'm not framing any sell. I'll let the market fall to go. Then start to look for the buy maybe from this new week opening gap. Previous day low is taken. Most of you, how do you use the previous day high, previous day low? Market has cleared previous day low, now it will go higher, right? Previous day high has been cleared, now it will fall. But on Wednesday and Thursday, if previous day high is taken, means market will keep going higher. If previous day low is taken, means market will keep falling. I'm just not framing this sell from this gap. Okay, just not framing this. If I would love to, if I had some sell side liquidity here, that would be my sell already. For example, I have some sell side liquidity here. See this small gap over here? I have already framed a sell over there. I would go for the sell if I had some sort of sell side liquidity. As I don't have any, I'm not framing any sell because I have no idea how far it will fall. Eventually, it has to go higher. So I really don't have any idea how far it will fall. So I'm not framing this sell. Look over here. Maybe the stop loss would be here. Okay, just for the sake of this conversation. And let's see where is the new week opening gap high. 48. Where's the 48? Like 48. See, I would start to look for sell from here because previous day low has taken. This is very important information, guys. Nobody is going to give you this information. When the previous day low is taken, you should look for more bearishness. Why I'm not taking this sell? Just because I don't have any sell side liquidity. If I had the sell side liquidity, I'm already in the trade over here. This candle has cleared previous day low. I'm already in the sell without anything. My bias is bullish, my bias is blah blah blah. I don't give a shit. It will keep falling until the next PDRA or next some specific area. It will keep falling. From where? Just that gap over here because previous low is taken. So here it came to this new week opening gap. Now I'll see if it can give me any buying opportunity or it does it want to come over here to this new week opening gap. I'm not bearish, so I'm not framing any sell just because of that. I'm just gonna remove it from the chart again. If I had the sell side liquidity, I would be on this trade already. That would give me the confidence to go for the sell because previous low has taken. Let me go to the higher time frame to see if I have anything. Now, I think from hourly chart, I think this is the gap where this market is heading for before going higher. Yeah, I'll wait for this candle to come here, then I'll start to look for the buying opportunity. Yeah, I'll let him come here, then I'll start to look for buy. See, this is previous day low. I think so. This is the previous day low. Previous day. Yeah, that is the previous day low. So it has cleared. What did you learn until now? Previous day low is cleared, brother. Now it will go higher. No, man, this is absolutely wrong. Previous low is cleared means it will keep falling until the next PD array before going higher. Of course, I hope it will go higher because my bias is bullish, but it doesn't mean that it will start to go higher because it has cleared the previous day low. It's absolutely a wrong idea. This is for those people who actually love to trade the previous day high and previous day low. Remember, on Wednesday and Thursday, if previous day high is taken, market has more probability to keep going higher until the next PDRA. If previous day low is taken, there is more probability market will keep falling until the next PDRA. And in my opinion, this is the next PDRA. If it doesn't reverse from this new week opening gap, but I'm already started to think about a buying opportunity from this new week opening gap as long as it's not broken from 15-minute chart. Unfortunately, I don't have any sell side liquidity, so I'm not framing any sell. Actually, do I have any? See, I think I have one. I think I have one. Yeah, I have one. Oh, I have one. I was bullish today, so I was not framing any sell, unfortunately. Actually, I have some sell side liquidity over here. So I'll try to catch them. I'll try to catch them, okay? So let the market trade a bit more. If I can catch the sell, because I really didn't remember, I didn't remember the sell side liquidity I had over here. I really didn't remember them. Oh man, then I could go for the trade. I just didn't remember. Your point to take from here is if previous day low is taken on Wednesday or Thursday, you will keep looking for selling opportunity until the next PDRA. Or as you can see here, this is the new week opening gap. If it happened on Tuesday or Monday, start looking for the reversal. After just clearing the liquidity, do wait for the next PDRA. Start reversing. Look for the reversal. Here, I will wait for some sort of buying manipulation to look for sell again. As long as it's not showing me some bullishness from 15-minute chart. It's respecting from this new week opening gap. There could be a short-term buy from this order block. Should we go for that buy? If any of you would love to go for that, you can try it. Short-term buy from this area to maybe until this last FVZ. I don't have any last FVZ to that fall, which I could use to take the buy here. Retracing from this new week opening gap. Any short of liquidity taken, selling opportunity, I'll go for that sell. Building bullish FBZ. This gap doesn't have any value to me yet. No value to me. I'm just observing this gap. Can I use this gap later? I have no idea how I can use this gap. I just marked it because market fall, retracing from the PD array, just a bullish gap. It doesn't have any value to me. Let's see if it can break to FVZ as well. If it can make the 2 FVZ. Hmm. This is my last boundary actually. That 15 last FVZ. Can I take a buy? Right now, only I can take a buy if it can close above this gap. Then I can take a buy. Otherwise, I'm not interested to go for any sort of buy. What is my expectation right now? It will work like this way. If it doesn't, then I will wait for market to fall. We'll go for the sell at first, okay, right now. Buy is only valid if and only if the 15-minute candle can close above this 15-minute last FVC, more importantly, above this 1 minute 1 minute gap, bearish gap. That is the only way I can take the buy. Otherwise, I will keep looking for the selling opportunity, and my highest probability is this here, 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 and then here. Buy side will be cleared. This will be inversed. I'll take the sell from here after clearing that buy side liquidity. Without clearing this buy side liquidity, if it closes below this gap, I'm not gonna take the sell from this gap. I'll wait for a bearish order block to frame the sell. Why I'm selling, brother? The previous day low is taken, so you should look for the buy. No, it's a very wrong concept. This is just a reaction from the new week opening gap. So market is giving the reaction. If the reaction can take the liquidity, I'll be able to use this gap to take the sell. If the reaction failed to take the liquidity, then I have to wait for a bearish order block to take the sell. No buy, no buy, no buy. Or you can let the sell go. You will wait for this candle to come here to take the buy. But I would love to go for the sell at first because I need to explain yesterday's price action. So I will go over there after framing the trade for 30, 40 handle, something like that. Keep holding to understand why I was looking for the buy and now why I'm looking for the sell and how I'm using the PDRA. All the things I'm marking in front of you. So in my mind right now, I'm more interested to take the sell. It failed to take that liquidity. I have to wait for order block to be created from this gap, and then I'll look for the sell by using this as an trap FVG. That means people took the buy here, they will get stopped out here. Then I'll look for the sell over here. First, they took the sell, try to take the sell here. I mean, they will try to take the sell, but will get stopped out. Then I'll look for the sell. Let them to stop out first, then I'll go for the sell. Hold with me. I'm just marking all the gaps to you to show how can you make them give them the importance. Previously this gap has no value to me. This gap has no value to me. Now this gap is valuable to me. How? As long as it's going to create the order block, it's going to be important to me. Very, very, very important to me. After clearing some sort of liquidity, that means it will take that liquidity, go back again here, build the order block. I'll take the sell from that order block. So took that liquidity 100%. Build the order block, took the sell, no problem. Unfortunately, I was not able to show you the, oh sorry, I have already shown you, right? It never reached to the deep premium, so it failed to clear that liquidity, worked with the equilibrium market fall. Sell side. You're learning how you are going to use the previous day high and previous day low. The previous day low is taken, I'm more confident to take the sell. So I'm going to switch my bias from bullish to bearish for the sell side liquidity over here. Because previous day low is taken, remember, that is my confidence that the previous day low is taken, so it's now bearish. Previous day low is not taken, I'm extremely bullish. Now, if it doesn't give me the entry opportunity, I'm not gonna take the sell, but it has to build the order block to give me the sell. I know you don't care about that, but it's really so important. I'm very happy because ICT has explained or give me the recognition of the last FVG by today's live. I'm really happy for that. Really so happy. I'm gonna remove this because I need the order block right now to take the sell. So if it can tap to this gap and then body close below this candle, I'm gonna take the sell from that candle. But it has to trade this gap at first. Can I take a buy over here? No buy is valid. If you'd love to take a buy, that will be a short-term buy, okay? Like maybe 15 to 20 handle, maybe until this gap maximum over here, maximum. Otherwise, no buy is valid from here. Like, don't use any PDRA. Short term buy is acceptable. You know that it's gonna reverse again. Depending on that condition, you took the buy, you are welcome. Keep waiting. That new week opening gap is holding the market, giving the reaction, no problem. This is the area where the market is working with the liquidity. So it's trying to take the liquidity, building the setup for us. What setup? Sell. For what? For this gap. To clear that clean lows market left 3 days ago. All I need a bearish order block to take the sell from this gap. By the way, do I have any news around 10? Anybody knows that? Please let me know if I have any news around 10 a.m. It will close one tick below this candle. I'm gonna use this candle as an order block to take the sell. Oh, brother, you're crazy. You're going to take the sell in this deep discounted area? I'm really crazy. All I need the confirmation. Just a body close below one tick below that. Please don't do that. Just don't just keep falling without building the order block. Please don't do that. If it close below this candle, I have to take the entry from this consecutive candle, which I'm not gonna take because this is gonna be a huge stop loss. I'm not interested to take that one. So I'll let the sell go because I don't want to take huge stop loss. You can see it's 25 candle already. So I prefer this market to close below this candle, tap to this candle, and it will fall. But if you really don't care about your stop loss, then this is gonna be the consecutive order block. Now it is highly volatility, that's why I'm not gonna take the sell. If it is not highly volatile, then I would go for the sell from this consecutive order block. Oh man, come on, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I won't be able to take that sell if okay. Now if it come here within how many handle, how many candle, like 1 2 3 4 5, within 5 candle, if it come over here, I'll take that sell. And we'll go for a partial. Now I don't think so it will give me that opportunity. I don't think so. There will be gap. I'll use this gap. If it doesn't give me the entry from here, I'll try to take the entry from this gap, from that gap. Okay, unfortunately, this is highly volatility, but you are learning how to look for the trade over here. If it doesn't give me the entry, I don't care. You know where the market is going for, why it is going for, how it is going for. Highly volatility, just not going to use that or not going to take that. But you have to know how this market is going for and where it is going for with so much confidence. Yeah, you will be wrong sometimes, so don't give a shit about that. But most of the time you'll be so much confident to know how it is going to work and where it is going to work. Okay, now actually this is also the entry opportunity from here. I'll go for this. And if it doesn't give me, it will keep falling. I'll just let him fall because market didn't give me the entry. Trust me, brother, if you can follow the things I'm showing you, it's not gonna happen all the time. This is not a good time to trade. From February, you will get the opportunity, entry opportunity from there. All you have to understand how this whole area is working. Does it make any sense to you guys? Please let me know. Does it make any sense to you? Previous day low has cleared. I'm now extremely bearish. I waited for this gap to be created because I don't have any bearish gap. Waited for that bearish. Yeah, I did a mistake actually. I could take the sell over here, but unfortunately I didn't see the sell side liquidity before. If I saw that sell side liquidity, I was in front of you. Then that could be my sell from buy that specific candle. Tap here, I'm already in a trade. By covering maybe these highs or something like that, I'm already in a trade. But unfortunately, I missed this trade because I didn't notice this sell side liquidity. Previous day low is taken, selling opportunity from there. Market fall, build this bullish gap, going to use this bullish gap from the order block. This candle closed one tick below this candle. I'm already in this trade from that specific candle. Unfortunately, it didn't give me the opportunity. It is extremely bullish. It is called the falling knife. Guys, does it make any sense to you? Did you understand what do I mean to say over here? It's very important for me. I'm asking this only for the members only, those people who are my member, because you only be able to see what did it came. Now I will start to look for the buying opportunity. So previous day low has done its job, send the market for the next PDRA by clearing the liquidity. Now I'll look for the buy. It's time to look for the buy right now. It will keep falling now. Anytime it will fall, I'll look for the buy. Unfortunately, it didn't give me the entry over here. If it could take me, I would get the boom over here. But I would never get confused over here. What is going to happen next? Is it going higher? Is it going to fall? No, I'm not confused. I know what I'm doing over here. And very specifically, I know that what is going to happen. Thanks, Pamelia. It makes sense. Thank you, Sophia. Pamelia, yes, I'm listening and watching. Yes, thank you, Jamil. Thank you so much, guys, for understanding the things. Okay, the sell side liquidity, which is the clean lows market left three days ago over here. Remember that clean lows has been cleared. Now, any sort of buying opportunity, I'll look for that buy. But before that, let me actually check one more time. Yeah, it's now in the daily bullish fair value gap. Sorry, 4 hour bullish fair value gap. I think there is something from the daily chart. No, nothing. From 4 hour chart, I have this daily, 4 hour bullish FVG. From the hourly chart, I have this hourly bullish FVG. From the 15-minute chart, I have the 15-minute bullish FVG. And from 1 minute chart, I'm only interested to look for the buy. It will close one tick above this candle. I'll take the buy. So far, okay. I'll take a buy from here. Are you kidding, brother? This is a falling market. You are talking about the sell. Sorry, buy here now. Oh man, it's 40 handle. 40 handle, 40 handle, 40 handle, 40 handle. Yeah, I'll try to take the buy like this way. I mean, 40 handle, I don't wanna take that much risk. It will close one tick above this candle. It's gonna be my bullish order block. Change in state of delivery. It will close one tick above this line. That's gonna be the buying opportunity. I hope you guys learn how to use the daily previous day high, previous day low. Yes, Khurshid, thank you. Jamil, no, it is absolutely bad luck, brother. It didn't give me the entry. It's a bad luck. Okay, it's absolutely bad luck. But if it could give me the entry, I would get the boom. And you know, this is highly volatile. So I couldn't chase the market. That means I couldn't push the button while it was falling. I couldn't go for that trade just because it's highly volatile. No, it didn't give me. It is falling. Let him fall. I know. I don't care how far it will fall. It came to this bullish PDRA. I'm only interested to look for buy now. This is gonna be the order block. As long as this high is above this gap, and this candle is look good to me. So if it can close one tick above this candle now, that's gonna be the order block. It will keep falling. I'll let him fall. I'm not gonna touch this falling knife. See this falling knife? I'm not interested to touch it. Last bearish FVG here. I will mark that. If it interested to me, then I'll mark that later. To new week opening gap, maybe. Do I have any? Oh, okay. This new week opening gap. Yeah, it can do that. But this now I'm not interested to take any sell. Okay. So here I was only interested to take sell. Only sell, 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 sell. Here for the first time I'll get the buying opportunity. I'll go for the buy. So right now, if it can close one tick above this candle, this is gonna be the buy. Oh man, it's like 48 handle, 47 handle. Uh okay, I'll just try to manage it. I'll try to manage it, okay? Learn, watch and learn, watch and learn. Watch. Man, if it doesn't give me the entry, I'm gonna kill this market, to be honest. I'm really getting fed up. Like last few days, it's not just giving me the entry. I'm really, I, Ugh! 21, 20, 20, 20. Close above that and we'll go for that. Close above that and above that. It didn't close, so this buy is not valid yet. It has to close above that water block. 1 0. It didn't close, so I can't take the buy. I've already started to hate this market. Brother, are you kidding? To take the buy from here without any kind of confirmation? Trust me, it will give you the boom. If it provide you the entry opportunity, and if it gives you the entry, then remember, nobody closed above this line, no buy is valid. Like here, I waited for this candle to close below this before going for the trade. Now it didn't give me the entry, that's a different case of scenario. But without closing, it's not gonna be the buying opportunity, selling opportunity from there. Here, it has to close above the order block. Then I will be able to take the buy. Come on, man. I don't think so I'll get that buy again. Let's chase the market from the order block opening. Oh man. Oh. Let's wait. If it gives me, I'll happy. If it doesn't give me, I have to be very angry on the market. 'I'm not looking for any sort of sell anymore. It will keep falling. I'll let him fall every single time. It will give me the buying opportunity. I'll take the buy. But here I'm not gonna take the buy actually this far. I'll put it like here actually. Because 30, 48 handle, I'm not interested to take that huge. Let's see if it can close one tick above this line. Oh man, come on. What happened, it will close and it will keep going higher. I hate this. 19, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, that is not the buy. That should not be the buy, okay? Please don't push the button. I thought that it's going to close the above the word. Like it didn't close. Why it's not showing me? It didn't close, so the buy is not valid. It has to close above the order block. Without closing above this order block, the buy is not valid, guys. Please make sure that you didn't take. ICT asked, what did you learn? What did you learn? ICT asked that. That's not a valid buy, by the way. It has to close above this order block before taking the buy. Only buy is valid right now. No sell is valid. Don't look for the sell. it didn't work. I mean, it is keep falling. You are not getting stopped out because it never closed above this order block, right? So you don't need to worry about that fall. Every single time it will fall, you'll look for the buying opportunity. Never been created, so I'll keep it simple. I mean, clear. Sell side liquidity has been cleared. Market is trading the most important bullish PDRA constant engrossment. You don't need to worry about anything else except buying the market. It will close one tick above this line. I'll go for the buy. I wish it will give me that opportunity right now. The worst case of scenario, it's not going to give me the opportunity. That is the worst case of scenario. But don't look for sell right now. Four, one. Okay, now if it tap here, that's gonna be the buy. Okay, it's not showing. I don't know why. What happened? It will tap to this order block. That's gonna be the buy over here. Okay, this is the buy. Now stop loss has to be below this low. I can't put it over here because it's huge. I'll just keep it here around this area, like 23, 33 handle, something like that. We'll try to catch the partial around 33 handle, which is here around this area. That's gonna be the partial. Just cover the mean threshold of this order block because the stop loss is huge. So this is the mean threshold and the lower quarter. I'm just gonna keep both of this safe over here, 36 handle. We'll try to catch the partial around 36 handle. We'll go for the runner until the buy side liquidity here, and like until this last FVZ. First partial is gonna be over there. I'll put it here for the sake of this conversation because it should be here below this word block. Just not going to, you should not do it over there. Just cover that lower quadrant of this word block because it's highly volatility. If I'm wrong, I'm not interested to take a 48 handle loss. If I'm wrong, I'll get a small loss over here by covering the mean threshold of this word block. Just for the sake of this, yeah, I'll get stopped out over here. If it failed to go for this low, we'll go for the rebuy over here from this order block because I put my stop loss a bit higher. We'll go for the re-entry from that order block while it will go and close above this order block. I just don't want to take that huge risk by one trade. If I'm wrong, what is going to happen? As long as it's not going to take that order block low, I'll try to keep looking for new entry opportunity. New entry opportunity above the order block. If the low is taken, I will not take that order block one more time. I will wait for the new PDRA to be traded or to be built to take the buy. Yeah, that low is cleared. That means there is no other buying opportunity. That's gonna be a small loss. You will wait for the new on entry opportunity, maybe from the new week opening gap, or if it go higher and inverse this gap, we'll look for the new entry opportunity for this new buy side liquidity. First opportunity, it has built the order block entry, didn't work. We'll wait for the next opportunity. Not going to switch the bias to take the sell. It will go higher again, I believe so, and we'll go for the buy again from this PDRA. Every single time it will fall from here to here, we'll look for the buy again from there. It will fall from here to here, I'll look for the buy again from there. But I really don't want to touch this market while it will go in between this zone, because that zone is a very strong zone. I don't want to trade anything over here. We'll stop after reaching inside this zone, which is inside this zone. I have to wait. This order block is not valid anymore. I have to wait as long as this market is not going to go higher again. 31 handle, 33 handle loss will be mitigated within a moment. Don't worry about that. Just don't change your bias. Bullish, 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 only bullish. Can I use this gap? No, I can't use this gap. If I would love to use this gap, I have to use either this way or from the order block again. Like here. Either this way or that way. Any of this, I'll take another buy from that area. Only buy. Don't switch your bias. Wait, 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 wait. Knew this beautiful buy side liquidity over here. All of this beautiful buy side liquidity again. Around this area. Mm-hmm. 31 handle stop, 33 handle loss is going to be mitigated within a moment. Just don't worry, because here it is highly volatility. One candle is more than 40 handle, 42 handle. Just one candle we need to mitigate our loss. Plus two candle is going to give us the boom. Don't blow the account. Hold on. Just hold on. Wait. Wait for the PDRA to be created, then go for the trade. Okay, now it tapped to this word, gap. If it take that low and closed above this gap, we'll go for this trade. If it doesn't fall and take that low, instead of that closed above this gap, tap here, build a bullish order block, we'll take the buy from that bullish order block again. Whatever this market is going to give me, I'm going to take that. In the meantime, if it build a 22 YT model over here, I'll go for the 22 YT model buy over there. Just the order block entry is not valid anymore. The was that was I was watching over here, that's not valid anymore over here because it is inside this gap. Except that order block, every other setup is valid. Inverse way or the inverse gap order block way. Don't switch your bias to sell again. It's been marked over here. You can see either this will happen or that will happen. Any of this will happen, I'll go for this trade. By the way, if you are looking for sell, then of course you can take the sell, brother. I just don't sell like that way. If you are looking for sell, please take the sell. Okay, I don't want you to stop taking sell. I'm not interested to look for any sort of sell anymore. I'm more interested to take the buy right now. But if you'd love to take the sell, please go for that, brother, because you can have a different idea of this market. You different things, like, I just don't want to go against you. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna remove this. I don't think so this is going to happen. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. We'll keep this one only. Just I'm thinking this is not going to happen, so I'm gonna remove this, or let it happen. Whatever it is happening, going. Let's wait. It's not the order block. Some of you can think that this was the order block, so this is the order block. It has been validated as an order block. It's not an order block. if I get 22 YT model over here, that is also valid. Okay, so for example, this is a swing high, market came here, then gave me the market structure shift, fair value gap, take the buy from that fair value gap, that is also valid. I just didn't mark it over there. I'm just trying to use this gap to take the entry, but 22 YT model is in my mind as well. So I'm gonna remove this one. I don't think so this is going to happen. I'm gonna remove that one. That is the only way I will go for this trade. So here, never ever 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 trust this gap as a inverse way. It has to build the order block to give me the buying opportunity. If it doesn't give me the buying opportunity, that one loss, I'll stop over there with that loss without any sort of confusion. It has to fall here, build the order block, then I will take the buy. Don't look for sell over here. It's time to look for the buy. Those people who are looking for sell, you guys can go for that, but for me, I'm not interested to look for any sort of sell anymore. Market will not give me the entry. I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm not gonna chase the market, but here only buy is valid from the things I'm expecting. Just because of that, if it happens, I'll go for the buy. I need a down close candle that is going to trade this gap, then a candle to close above this down close candle to mark it as a bullish order block. Then it will tap to this bullish order block. I'll take rebuy over here, depending on the same kind of scenario until the last FBG, which is over here. Or if I get two FBG over here, I'll go for that buy again from the two FBG as well. Let's see if it can tap to that gap just a bit. I don't need that actually. Also bullish gap, so I don't even need that candle to tap to this gap. Any body will close above this candle is gonna be my order block to take the buy. But don't take the buy from this gap. It's a request to all of you. Please don't go for the trade from this area. Wait for the confirmation before going for the trade. Doesn't build it, not going to take the trade. Simple. Has to build the order block or two FBZ. So far I have just now one FBZ over here, just one FBZ. I need another bullish FBZ to take the buy. Any of you are looking for sell, please go for that. In my opinion, it's not bearish anymore. At least before the retracement. Don't feel like FOMO, fear of missing opportunity. I'm going to miss the entry opportunity. I'm going to miss the opportunity. No, you're not going to miss anything as long as you are with me. Perfect. If it doesn't build another lowest down close body close candle, instead of that it closed above this line, I'll take the buy from here. If it build another down close body close candle, I'll mark that high and will use that one as an order block. Don't try to take the buy from here. It's a request to all of you. I'm going to remove this line because you know what I was planning over here. So my plan, all of you know that this is gonna be my buy over here. As long as it's not going to build another lowest down close body close candle. If it do that, I'll just move it from here to here. Don't try to take the buy from here. If you look for sell, please go for that, but don't try to take the buy from here. Don't push the button from here. Never ever 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 trust this FVZ as a inverse fair value gap. But brother, can I miss the trade? I mean, it will close, and if it doesn't give me the entry, what is going to happen? I'm gonna miss the trade. Bullshit. If you miss the trade, miss the trade. But you can't just avoid the rules. You need the confirmation. You knew the market is bullish. You knew how to wait for the trade. You wait for the trade. Tried to take the trade. You didn't get the entry. That's all. But it doesn't mean that you are going to chase the market. Don't chase the market. Let him to close one tick of this line, tap to this line, then we'll go for the trade. Previously, we took a 31 handle loss. So this time we'll try to take maybe 31 handle partial. Okay, so something like that. 33 handle, right? Something like that. Let him to close one tick above this line. Without closing above this line, no trade is valid. Never ever. If it build another lowest down close body close candle, I'll mark that as an order block. But never ever 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 trust this gap, please. I have only one bullish gap, so I can't take the buy from this gap as well. If I had two gap, that means there was another gap over here. I could take the entry from this gap. Unfortunately, I don't have any. I don't have the breakaway gap. That's why I can't use this gap as well to take the buy. As long as it's not making another bear down close body close candle, that is the only opportunity for me to take the buy. If it build another down close body close candle, then I'll be able to switch the order block high from there to there. Okay, I'm just going to remove it because I think it's going to give me another opportunity to mark the order block here. He'll keep falling, I'll let him fall. Not going to touch that cell. You know the rules. So this is now the order block to me because this is the lowest down close body close candle. It will fall. So take that low, then it will close one tick above this gap. I'll take the buy from that gap. Never, ever, 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 ever trust this gap. Like those people who are the ICT PhD holder, they will show you this as a very good, nice inversion fair value gap. Please don't believe on them shit. Those shit. It's not the inverse gap over there. Waiting. It's not the order block anymore because it has already broke the FVZ and market is falling. So I'll see if this low can be taken. Market can close above this gap again. Now I will believe this gap. If and only if it take that low over here. It will take that low, closed here. Now tap here. I'm already in the buy over here. By believing this gap, it's gonna work as a trap FVZ. People first took the sell over here, they got stopped out. Then they took the buy here, they got stopped out. Now it will close out this gap, use this gap, keep going higher. I called it trap FVZ. I would love to use this FVZ right now to take the buy. Some of you can think that this is the market structure shift. FVZ will love to take the sell for much more lower. You can go for that. For me, the extreme liquidity has been cleared, which was here. That has been cleared. Market has tapped to the most important gap. It should start to go higher now because it left a lot of buy side liquidity above there and there is no retracement from 9:30 to until now. It just keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. It's just falling. There is no retracement. I need the retracement. Even if it is not bullish, it will give me some sort of retracement. I need to catch that retracement. I'm just watching this low. This low has been cleared. Tap over here. I mean, closed above this gap. We'll take the buy from that gap. I don't know, can you see it or not? Okay, this low has been cleared. It will close one tick above this gap. Tap to this gap. I'm already in a buy. Stop loss has to be below this low, which is nearly impossible for me. We'll go for the most, I mean, most, how to say, I mean, the most important area I need to cover. I'll just cover that area. One tick above this high, it will close. We'll go for that buy without any sort of order block or anything else. If you'd love to look for sell, please go for that. Whoever would love to take the sell, please go for that. I'm seeing that fall to stop out all of these people who took buy and sell from that gap. They all got stopped out. Now it will go higher because it left the buy sell liquidity open over there. I'm interested to catch that run. Falling, or let him fall. I'm not going to touch it. Every time it will fall to a PD array, I'll take the buy. That means if it fall for this new week opening gap high, I'll remove this 15-minute gap over here, all the gaps from my chart, and I will start to look for the order block again from the new week opening gap high over here. If it fall over here, I'll start to look for the order block from there again. As long as it's not falling here, I'm gonna use this PD array, which is the gap from 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute chart. Where it come from suddenly? So far we went for a trade that is a losing trade. Absolutely okay. We'll wait for the next opportunity. It didn't tap to the new week opening gap high. There is no order block opportunity yet. I have to use this gap only. As long as it's not building another swing high, then another swing low. This is the gap I'm more interested to take the buy. If it tap over here, I'll look for the order block from here. For the first time it will tap here, lowest down close body close candle is gonna be my order block to take the buy. What the hell is happening? I don't know. Yesterday, this gap I have explained in details through the Discord live. If you remember, we have framed the sell from this gap, buy from that gap. That is same gap. I'm just going to use it right now. It is valid as long as this market is not building this type of scenario. Like here. If it happens, man, it will make a swing high, it's not valid anymore. Then I have to look for the lowest candle here, that gap. Hmm. That would be awesome if it could tap to the new week opening gap high and build the order block. That would be awesome for me. Then I would be able to remove this 15-minute gap and would use this new week opening gap. How far it will fall, I don't know. But every single time it will fall a bullish PDRA, I have to look for a buying opportunity. Now, lowest down close body close candle, order block. The entry is not valid in between this zone. If it enter into this zone, no entry is valid in this zone. So this is the last opportunity for me to trade today to take the buy from this order block. So if it is a good candle over here, if it is a good candle and then body close above this candle, that is going to be the last opportunity for me to take the buy. It keep falling, I'll not able to touch this market anymore. I have to stop after that, taking that loss. This is the last opportunity. Because I have no idea how far it will fall. I don't have any sell side liquidity left. That market is reaching for. To close one tick above this order block, I'll go for that buy again. The last opportunity for me today. What the hell is? We have a loss of 33 handle. I remember that. By the way, anybody knows that why the market is falling like this way? I mean, is there anything happened? Any news or anything? Sophia, we just hit a January 18 new week opening gap high. Yeah, I can see it here. All of this area are full of new week opening gap, new day opening gap for everything. It depends on the candle size, so it's valid for as an order block right now because I think it's 50-50, so I can use this candle as an order block instead of that candle. I just don't know it will give me the, it will go higher or not. If it give me the order block, I'll go for the buy from here. If it keep falling, I will have nothing to do. I'm waiting for the buying opportunity. Market is not providing the buy, it is falling. So I'm letting the fall go because I don't have any sell side liquidity. Previously, I had the sell side liquidity. I was not able to take that sell because market didn't give me the entry opportunity. So it keep falling and took all the liquidity I had on the market, traded the bullish period, and now it's time to look for the buying opportunity or at least the retracement. No, no way. It will keep falling. Now I will have nothing to do. In this zone, I will do nothing. Why it's not closing, man? Yeah, in this area, I have nothing to do. Inside this zone, I will do nothing. I have to let this market to go above this area at first before going for any sort of buy. Which one will be traded and how it is going to be respected, I have no idea over here in this whole zone. We'll see if the last macro can give me any opportunity for the retracement. It is called falling knife. If you got the falling knife, don't try to catch that falling knife. Most of the time, it will cut your throat without any kind of mercy. I have to stop the stream with that loss. I'm not gonna accept that. Stop last reclaimed. Okay, there is three consecutive order block. Let me mark the high of this consecutive order block. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go for the yesterday's price action, but we after taking a winning trade. But this is not giving even a retracement, just falling. Hate you, man. 9:30 candle, candle, candle. 1, 2, 3, 4 candle. Just keep falling. But this is really weird. Fall. How far do you want to fall? Price might be heading to the sell side liquidity on January 21 at 7 a.m. January 21 at 7 a.m. Here, I mean here. Come on, brother. Really possible for this market to fall this far? Until here, come on. Let me see it from the hourly chart. How does it look like? Wow, just look like awesome. There is 0% possibility to come over here. If it come here, the whole thing is gonna be broken. Everything is going to be broken if it come over here and take that low, January 21 low, which is here, I guess. But I think it's be here somewhere. Here somewhere. It's gonna break everything. So this is the candle. It came until here, then it's retracing from there, came over here. This is not something look good. However, this is that gap. Gonna keep that gap without anything else. Or here, which is new week opening gap. Just gonna keep that gap, except of anything else. From forward chart, hourly chart. This is the last bullish period has been broken already. 15-minute chart, nothing. ICT was here, then that could be awesome. Lower quadrant on hourly hit now. We are almost likely to have the down close candle. I was expecting yesterday. Frustrating to see it. To be honest, it's really difficult inside this area, but let's wait. See, can provide anything over here. Do I have any bearish gap? No, I don't have any bearish gap. I don't have any bullish gap. I have no water block. I have nothing over here. Hmm. So frustrating. To be honest, brother. So frustrating. No retracement, nothing. Market is just falling, melting. Let's wait for the last macro. I hope the last macro will provide us the boom. I will go no sell, no sell, no sell. Only buy, just buy, just buy. No sell, no sell, no sell. Wait either for 2 FVZ or some sort of bearish FVZ to inverted something. Okay. Just not interested to use the order block inside this zone, which is the new week opening gap. Just let me see where is the quadrant levels of that new week opening gap. Right now it's trading the upper quadrant of the new week opening gap. Perfect. Yesterday I got positive news about Bitcoin with new ETF by BlackRock, and today it's down by almost 5k loss. Man, this is really weird. See, like just melting the market without any kind of retracement, nothing, just falling. This is weird. And of course, this is gonna hurt those people who are trading the December and January. This is gonna be last hurting those people, last killing those people. And because this is the last chance for the market to kill them, right? Today and tomorrow is the last 2 days for this month that people can be hurt by checking entries over here, because from next month we are going to expect the good price action. So let them to get to be cooked. If you are with me, I know that we have a loss over here, 31 handle loss, right? We just have a 31 handle loss, guys. We didn't blow the account, we didn't do anything. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't chase the market, don't just go for the trade. Hold on. As long as it's not going to give you the opportunity, it is melting. Don't touch this market. It's called falling knife. Don't touch it. Let it go. If even if it is like one loss, stop over there. Wait for the next opportunity. If it provide you, go for the trade. Didn't give you that, don't touch it. Don't blow your account. Don't get mad. Oh man, if I could take that sell, it would be I would be like millionaire by this one trade. Don't think like those things. Just hold on. Okay, that week has been broken from 15-minute chart. Tap to the new week opening gap, consonant crossment. Bitcoin Y22 on the daily chart. Okay. I will mitigate my loss. Don't worry. As long as it's not going to give me that, I'm not going to close the stream. How long you will fall? You will ever, I mean, one day will reverse, right? I know that you have to reverse. You can't just keep falling like that way. I will keep waiting for that reversal. And this time I'm not gonna wait for those type of bullshit area where I took that order block entry after seeing a lot of candles fail to make that order block. NQ was weaker of the three sisters, and now you see it. They cleared the relatively equal highs. What did he say? Relatively equal highs we noted on the daily and slumped it today. Yeah, relatively equal highs last FBZ reaction, but like this way, that was not expected. ICT like this way reacted? No, it's not acceptable. The reaction was acceptable, but at least like that way, no, it was not accepted like that way. Let's see what happens in this macro. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the last macro, and we'll wait for the order block to be created from the 50% of the week, I mean new week opening gap, 50%, which is this signal line over here. This is that 50%, and these lines are actually hourly week quadrant levels. I think from the hourly chart, I don't remember where I actually marked them. The quadrant levels. So I'm watching from this area to look for an order block. And finally, I found a bearish gap as well. Let's see. If it is an immediate reaction, I'll go for the buy from this order block. Stop loss 8. I'll just wait for this market to close above this gap. Tap to this order block. Go for that. I'll go for this buy from the 50% of the new week opening gap. If melting will let him fall. Nothing to do if it keep falling. Profitable signal providers list your credential below so the lazy can unfollow. Dang, I really don't know how far it will fall. Nobody knows that how far it will fall, brother. Nobody knows because it is now trading the most important area for reversal, for retracement at least. This is the most important area for the reversal or the retracement. But still, it's not retracing, it's just keep falling. Melting market, I can't take the sell in this deep discounted area while all the sell side liquidity has been cleared. And this is not valid at all. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, Suzevan. Sometimes I can't just see all of them. And unfortunately, I can't use this candle as an order block. These candles, I can't use them as an order block because they are below the constant crossment or the new week opening gap. That could be the order block, but now it can't be the order block. I'll wait for this market to close out this gap, then either fall for this low or build a bullish order block from this gap to take the buy. There is also the last FBC which I can't use to take the buy just because it doesn't have any buy side liquidity above this gap. So this gap will send the market lower, then it will build a order block. We'll go through this last FBC. That could be the plan right now. Or we'll wait for two FBC to take the buy. So far I have a bullish FBC over here, which is the breakaway gap. Can it make another bullish FBC entry gap as a entry gap to take the buy? So far, okay, I'm just writing it down as a breakaway gap. I just don't know it's gonna be make the breakaway gap or not. So we'll see if it can build another bullish FBC over here. Last FBC sent the market over here to this old FBC, sorry, the inverse FBC, build a order block, take the buy from that order block. The FBC, which is the entry FBC. Go for the breakaway gap, 42 handle, go for 37 handle. Where I can target, anybody can tell me? I think the new week opening gap high is more than beautiful. Have a loss of 33 handle, try to take the partial around 33 handle over here, then we'll try to hold the trade until the new week opening gap high. From the two FVZ rules, from the FVZ rules, okay. Entry FVZ, breakaway gap. Don't wanna see this breakaway gap to be traded. Like I just covered the constant crossment because I can't put the stop loss below this low. Just covered the 50% of this breakaway gap, which is still 37 handle, but I don't have any other choice over here to put it much more lower. I'll accept this market maximum to fall until the 50% of this breakaway gap. That should be the maximum fall. At the same time, if I don't want to go for this war in NTFBC, I can frame the trade while the market is going to close above this high as an order block depending on this old FBC over here, this FBC. So there could be another opportunity to take the buy while this market is going to close above this order block. The last opportunity for this morning session to go for the trade. Unfortunately, the FBC, I mean, sorry, the stop loss is a bit higher, okay, 37 handle, something like that. Okay, 37 handle, so make it 37 handle partial. Trade the 50% of this breakaway gap, should not break that 50%. I put my extreme stop loss, so cover that 50% of that breakaway gap. That should be the maximum fall. Either it will go higher now or I'll just get stopped out and we'll have to accept that. Survived for a bit because I covered that weak. It could go a bit lower of that breakaway gap, Just covered the lower quadrant of that breakaway gap by the stop loss. Time to go higher, now or never. Now or never. Either it will retrace now or it will never retrace. Something like that. For the first time, it will close above this last FVG. I'll move my, I'll trail my stop loss. It should not come back again to the 50% of that breakaway gap. As the breakaway gap constant crossment has been traded, it can tap to the high of this breakaway gap, absolutely acceptable, but should not go back again to the 50% of this breakaway gap. Until then, acceptable. Don't touch the 50% of this breakaway gap. The last opportunity for this morning session to go for a trade. It will not work. There will be no trade. It's just trading the 50% of this new week opening gap. Now it's not good at all to me. For the first time, I'll get the opportunity. I'll move the stop loss. I will trail the stop loss. Will better get stopped out and try to take the re-entry while the market will close above this entry gap again. But I'm not going to believe this anymore. Okay, because it came back again to the constant crossment, which has an probability to keep falling. Okay, it stopped me out. As long as it's not falling for this low, it close above this entry gap, we'll try to take the re-entry. Otherwise, I'll just let this go. Because this morning session is absolutely disaster and it just keep falling. And big loss, 31 handle and 37 handle. Huge loss. I really don't want to observe or catch all of this loss. Just will go for one more time just because my stop loss was tight, didn't cover the breakaway gap low. The candle has built the breakaway gap low. That's will try to take one more time if it close above this entry fair value gap high without close going below that low. If you have more accounts, then you have to switch the account. If you don't have more accounts, after taking two losses, you have to stop over there. You can't take any more entry. Like you can't do that. You have to stop trading over here. I'll take the buy. It will close one tick above this entry gap. I'll take one more buy because my stop loss was tight over here. They stopped me out. Don't wanna let the market go without me. So we'll go for the trade again as my stop loss was tight. We'll go one tick above this gap. I'll take the rebuy above this entry gap. As long as this low is not cleared. It doesn't go higher, clear that low. Will not take any sort of trade in this morning. We'll wait for either the PM session or maybe for tomorrow. This low is taken, no trade is valid from this entry gap anymore. Kuba, if it doesn't reverse from here, it will never reverse. Something like that. It has to give the retracement over here. This is the best area. The 50% of the new week opening gap, as well as some sort of opening gap over here from the regular trading hour long time ago, I guess. Still, this is the best area. There is no comparison with this area before the retracement. If the retracement doesn't happen over here, it will just keep falling, and I have no idea how far it will fall. Either it will reverse from here or retrace from here, or it will never retrace, at least not this not by today. I just need the confirmation to close above this entry gap to take the rebuy over here. Just because my stop loss was tight, I was not able to put it below here. And you can say that why you didn't put it over here, because if I would do that, I would get a huge loss, which is kind of 56 handle, something like that, right? If you have multiple accounts, then you can switch your account and try to take this buy from another account. Otherwise, stop trading over here. Two loss, stop over there. 61 handle, I was not interested to take that 61 handle loss. So try to put it over here, which is just covered the breakaway gap constant crossment, but didn't work. Still consolidating, holding the breakaway gap is holding the market. Market will close entry gap above the entry gap. Will go for the what is I mean the buy. Otherwise, it will keep falling. Opportunity is gone. Two loss. Stop the session over here. One tick below this low. Done. And this is really so weird price action. Without any sort of retracement, market is just melting. I hate this. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Yeah, maybe I would survive if I could put my stop loss below this low, but how can I take that huge risk, like double risk, 37 and 64, almost a double. I wouldn't be able to catch that huge risk over here by one trade. It is a highly volatility. What we can do, like how much is that one candle is kind of 27 handle. Wow. Last FVG sent the market lower. Trade this gap, should go higher without clearing this low. This low is cleared, means the entry is not valid. You can take the entry from this gap, but entry fair value gap entry is not valid. So I'm not going for this gap here. We'll look for the entry fair value gap over here to go for the trade. That I just removed, but left that box open over here. That is the high of the entry gap. I wish my loss will be mitigated. Last FZ is not broken yet. Okay, this is really shit. This is really shit. I really hate that. Finally, it has closed above the last FZ. Now I'm happy. Loss of 66 handle, right? 60, sorry, 70 handle loss. Let's see if I can mitigate my loss by 70 handle. I still need 20 more handle. 8 more handle, 7 more handle, 9 more handle, 5 more handle, 2 more handle, 3 more handle. Come on, baby. Ah, that was only valid because this low is not taken. So some of you see that it's a clean lows, right? Relatively equal lows. Market should take that relatively equal lows and then it should go higher. If it do that, I'm not able to take the entry over here. If it failed to take that low, I'm able to take re-entry over here because previously when I took the entry, my stop loss should be below this low. As I didn't do that and market failed to clear that low, it means I can go for the re-entry. Just because my stop loss, I mean, was tight over here. Come on, baby. Papa. Can follow one more time to trade this order block over here from 50-minute chart or this line. You can tap to this line before just going higher. 15-minute gap retracement send the market for the order block and then boom. Loss should be mitigated at least. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just 10 more handle. Just 8. 8 more handle. Come on. Seriously? 6, 5, 5, 5 more handle. 4 more handle. 3 more handle. 3 more handle. Seriously? There you go. Okay, loss has been mitigated. I have to go for this buy side liquidity. Unfinished business, so I will trail my stop loss while it will come to this unfinished business. came to the 50% of this gap, sent the reaction for this order block from 15-minute chart. Can't trail my stop loss right now before trading this order block. While it will trade this order block, start to go higher, build a bullish fair value gap over here, will trail the stop loss over there. Yeah, I know this loss, I had to take it because I couldn't go for 64 handle loss. So went for 37 handle, just covering the breakaway gap constant crossment. If it was not highly volatility, then I could put my stop loss below that low. Unfortunately, it was high volatility, so I can't do that. I'll let this market maximum to trade this line one more time, maybe bit lower to trade the opening of this water block from the constant crossment reaction. The reaction sent reversal will go for the bicycle liquidity, which is over here, this FVZ over here. In the meantime, I'll just be very careful while this will come to this unfinished business from 1 minute chart. So if I see it's retracing from here, I'll just be very careful to trail the stop loss. Old order block for this gap, tap to this gap, that order block went higher. In my opinion, this is the London close reversal, and I believe we are going to be more bearish in PM session. I don't think so it's bearish anymore, brother. I don't see any reason for this market to fall more. This is the best area. See this constant crossment of this new week opening gap, the best area for the reversal. The 50% of the new week opening gap. I mean, and thank you so much, Suzivan, for showing me this beauty over here, that opening gap. This is why I said that I don't have multiple monitor with me. Sometimes I miss this type of information. If I wouldn't see this over here, maybe I wouldn't go for the re-entry over there. As I have seen this, I mean Sujivan actually showed me. Thank you so much again, brother. As I have seen that, I can get more confident over here. First of all, the 50% of that new week opening gap. Secondly, old opening gap, unfilled portion. Third of all, that beautiful area for 2 FVZ. 1, 2. Okay, so it didn't come to this water block. Happy to say that I'll start to move my trailing stop loss while it will come to this unfinished business gap. So this gap is an unfinished business gap over here. It can start to retrace as Suzivan told around the PM session. It can be more bearish for this new sell side liquidity over here, engineered liquidity over here. It can fall for that sell side liquidity, new sell side liquidity from here. So yesterday, remember, I framed the sell from this old unfinished gap. I'll just show you in a moment because now the loss has been mitigated. So I'll just show you in a moment. I wanted the whole morning session to talk about that, but unfortunately I was not. However, I'll just let him come here, then I'll start to trail the stop loss. I'm just not going to hold it here without trailing the stop loss. But now I can't trail the stop loss because it can fall one more time, trade this order block before going higher. It can do that. I'm not saying it's going to do that, but it can do that. So I'm really afraid of that. So it will fall, took some sort of liquidity, will be cleared, trade the order block, that gold line, and then it will start to go higher again. But I don't want to see this going to happen before reaching over here, as the market failed to retrace from the high of the new week opening gap, as well as the 50% of the 15-minute bearish gap. As the reaction didn't happen from there, I really appreciate to this market to come over here, then it can do that. And of course, I'm not gonna hold the trade for this reversal to expect this buy side lead to be cleared by trailing this stop loss. Now, why we're not going to close the trade over here again? I mean, this is the last FVZ as well. Of course, I can simply close it over here. I think that is the best idea. Close the trade over there. That's the best idea. tap to the new week opening gap high. Let's see. If I am bearish, if I were bearish, I would give the highest priority to this gap. We use it either this way or this way. Order block, take the entry from the order block, sell from this gap. It's called the first FBG. Bit confusing, but in time, if you observe that, you'll understand how to use this gap. Trying to break the new week opening gap high from 15-minute chart. For the first time, it will go above that high. I'll put my stop loss below that swing low. Because if it would love to fall, it can use this gap like this way, right? I have already explained to you like this, and this. So it will take that high. I'll put my stop loss below that low. Could you show from where comes the gap where the 15-minute candle has stopped the fall? I didn't see that. Actually, Suzivan showed me that. If you go to your regular trading hour, you'll be able to see that this is the only gap that is unfilled from the opening gap, a regular trading hour. This is the only area. See this candle open, this candle close, the candle close around 4:15, the candle open around 9:30, market fall, leave that open as a breakaway gap. If you guys remember, in that specific day, we are wanted to see this will be leave some portion open over here, some portion open. That same gap market has used over here again, and then it is reversing. More importantly, this is the new week opening gap. This is the 50% of this new week opening gap. You can see here, this is the 50% of this dot line. New week opening gap, 15-minute candle exactly came here, stopped over there. Week fall until this opening gap, regular trading hour, then it is retracing. So my highest priority was this new week opening gap 50%. Extra confluences was this opening gap over here around this area. You understand, brother? Thank you, my friend. You are a great teacher. I took a couple of small losses and then a good trade afterwards. Good things happens to those who wait. Absolutely, brother. I was waiting for a buying opportunity. Unfortunately, this buy didn't work. I'm angry on myself because I didn't follow my rules. Now, is in front of 147 people, I should not admit that, but I'm gonna admit that. Just try to match it with my information. While this candle appeared on the chart and I'm waiting for this candle to build an order block, I need the immediate reaction to build it as an order block. Now 1 2 3 candle is acceptable. It takes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 candle to build it as an order block. So I should have been very careful over here while it was taking too much time to build the order block. I should have been very careful about that. I was not careful. I took that loss over here. That is really bullshit. I shouldn't do that over there. But yeah, it has done. That's my mistake. However, around there, this loss I don't give a shit, because here I just put my stop loss tight, wanted to see the consequent crossman to reaction, didn't work. I got stopped out, was watching that low. If this low is taken, no more buy is valid. If this low is not taken, I'm gonna take the re-entry. Even I'm not waiting for the retest, it will just go above this, I'll go for the trade. So that's why you saw that I was not waiting for the retracement or anything over here. I'll just push the button over there. However, this low was the confirmation for me to look for the re-entry opportunity. Waited for this market to close, to go above the entry gap area, and then went for the trade. It's failed to close above the new week opening gap high. Okay, if I was looking for sell, just for the sake of this conversation, I was looking for a sell. This candle, if it closed below this low, this is gonna be my consecutive order block. If it close below this candle, it's gonna be consecutive order block. If it close only below this candle, it could be my order block. So here you see, this is my consecutive order block to take the sell. If I'm looking for a sell, I'm not looking for a sell, guys. I'm not taking the sell here or anything. But if I am looking for a sell, that could be my sell over here, depending on that first gap, by putting the stop loss above the order block, and would go for the sell from there. But as I'm not looking for sell, I'm not going to take the sell over here. This time it will go one tick above this high. I'll put my stop loss one tick below this gap, because it has cleared that high, means this gap is now very important to take the sell. I don't want to take that risk. It will go one tick above this line. I'll put my stop loss one tick below this line, below this gap actually. I really would love to see this candle to close above the new week opening gap high from 15-minute chart. Let's see if it can do that. Yeah, I'm happy to see it has closed above this new week opening gap high. It will put tap to the new week opening gap high. It will keep going higher. As you can see here, it opened, tap to the new week opening gap high. It will give me the speed toward the unfinished business. This is the unfinished business. After going one tick above this line, I'll move my stop loss below this gap, because this gap will be very important in that type of scenario for framing a selling opportunity. So it will be activated as a bearish PD array. So I don't want to take that risk. So I'll move my stop loss just over here, or maybe a bit below here. Okay, something like that. Just if it take that high over here, one tick above that high, without taking that high, my stop loss has to be here, because market can fall for that order block to be traded. I want this market to see to close above that gap, 1 minute gap. That will be over confirmation for me that market is bullish. If owner, no problem, brother. Hit question, 1 minute candle 1107 is an order block. 1 minute candle 1107. This one? Yeah, brother, this is an order block, but difficult order block. That means here I have no idea is this market is going to take that low or not. But this is the lowest down close body close candle that has traded the breakaway gap constant crossment. So here it has closed above the constant crossment of this breakaway gap. So it's a valid order block. Unfortunately, I can't use it because I'm just not sure is this market bullish or not. It's gonna confirm that I'm bullish if it failed to take that low and closed above the entry FVG, which is over here. That is the confirmation I am bullish. But if I would love to take the risk over here, that is highly risky, brother. According to the logic, yeah, of course, this is then what to say in the order block. But I just can't believe this right now, right? I mean, I just can't believe it because I'm not sure yet is it going higher or not. I need the confirmation, and the confirmation is here. Okay, guys, I'll just let this happen like this way. I would love to go for yesterday's price action a bit. mark that. By the way, guys, did any of you push the like button? Now, everything I have already explained through that Discord live yesterday PM session. I think you were with me. If you are not with me, I'm so sorry, because that's the greatest opportunity to learn. If sometimes it's absolutely free, guys, and if any of you would love to join, please join through that link over here. This is the link. You can just click on that link. You'll be able to join over here. Uh, if you want, okay, I really appreciate if any of you would love to join. It's absolutely free. Now, did you give me the likes? Let me see how many likes did I get. Okay, 151 people are watching, 72 likes. Should I be happy? No, I should not be happy, because I even didn't get the 50% likes. So first, make sure that you have pushed the like button and subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. I'm just trying my level best for you guys to understand this market. First of all, before coming here, I would love to come around here at first. This is the previous day low. I'm gonna mark that low over here. That is the previous day low. I'm coming back around here, okay? While this market closed, or go, not go, actually closed, that will be more precise. When the market, today's market has closed below previous day low, I was bullish, right? Until here, I was extremely bullish. When it closed below this low, I'm not bullish anymore. I'm more interested to look for short until the next PDRA. After the trading the next PDRA, I'll start to look for the buy that you have seen. Because how far it will fall, I have no idea. So I'll wait for the opportunities for the reversal. And you know that I was looking for a buy here, and then finally I got the buy over there. However, previous day low, listen to me very carefully. Previous day high, previous day low is only important on either Monday or Tuesday. I think it's very specific, very bold statement. Previous day high will be taken, market will start to go for the previous day low. Previous day low has taken, market will go for the previous day high. You will think this logic only on Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, okay? On Friday, you will look for the weekly range. Not previous day high, previous day low, weekly range. If it go above the weekly range on Friday, you will expect it will come back again inside the weekly range. If it go um, around the 50% of the weekly range, okay, one Friday, around the 50%, there is no intention, or there is no need to look for previous day high, previous day low on Friday. On Wednesday and Thursday, which is the expansion day, if you see previous day low is taken means like not a shallow run, like tap over here and then retrace, something not like that, something like this, okay, close, make it very clean, close from 15-minute chart. It's a very specific time frame, 15-minute chart, not bullshit 5-minute chart, not bullshit 4-hour chart, not bullshit 1-hour chart, not bullshit daily chart. It's 15-minute chart, which is the bellwether. If the 15-minute candle close previous day low one Wednesday or Thursday, keep looking for the selling opportunity until the next PDRA, next sell side liquidity, next logical level. If on Wednesday and Thursday market clear previous day high, look for the same thing. So I hope this point is absolutely clear to all of you. Otherwise, I mean, if you have some confusion, please let me know that, okay? To let me have some more clear idea what are all the other important points to come from the water block. I have already built a lot of video live streaming for the water block, brother. I'll back over there. Just let me finish this at first, okay? Here, yesterday's, this is the yesterday's market. So this is that daily bearish FBZ. After clearing all the buy side liquidity, market was trading this daily bearish FBZ. I was bearish yesterday. What was my statement yesterday? Go back and recheck. What was my statement? It was very clear statement. From this gap to until that gap, this is the market is going to do yesterday. Okay, I'm only interested to take the sell yesterday. Today, I was only interested to look for the buy. Just look for the buy. No sell was valid to me as long as it didn't close below the previous day low. When it went below this low, I told now this is the time to look for any selling opportunity. If I have any selling opportunity, I'll go for that sell. And I was trying to frame that sell, market just didn't give me the selling opportunity. just fall, okay, without taking me. And then I tried the look for the buy, and I'm only bullish right now. I'm not bearish anymore. However, but as Sudivan told, around the PM session, it can follow one more time before because of the sell side liquidity. I don't think so it's going to happen, but it can also happen. However, yesterday I was only bearish. This gap to that gap, 15-minute last gap for this 1 minute clean lows. That was very clean lows from 1 minute chart. I hope you got you have seen the power of the cleanness. If you ever see the clean clean lows or clean highs, and market left them open, there is highly intention this market to fall for that lows or go higher to clear that clean highs. According to ICT, if there is clean highs, there is clean lows, market never ever 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 left that open over there. This is according to ICT, not according to me. However, that clean loss was my target from yesterday. I would love to go only for the yesterdays because a lot of you are not with me around the Discord live, because you are not with me in our Discord. So I would love to come over here. This was the gap prior to 9:30, and if this gap is broken, this is a bullish market. Maybe I won't be able to take the buy over here because I just don't want to take the buy before falling and coming to this gap, which was the breakaway gap. It should be cleared. So I was only interested to look for sell as long as this market is below this gap. I'm coming to this 1 minute chart, and over here, this is all the sell we have framed yesterday. First, we already talked about this all this around the morning session, so I don't need to talk about them because this is all was around the morning session. You are with me. This is the PM session fun. See this gap over here is an unfinished business. Same thing like right now we have an unfinished business which is over here. This is an unfinished business area. Where was that? I think it is much more lower. Yeah, there is the unfinished gap over here, unfinished business over here. Okay, we'll just come back over here within a moment. But before that, would love to come over here. This is that unfinished business. So I was with our Discord group, which is absolutely free. We are talking about the price action over here. All this FOMC was bullshit because we have the earning news around the closing. So market first build all of the sell side liquidity. Then we have framed first sell from the order block here. That is the first area we are looking for the sell. In the meantime, there was the old gap that was respecting here. I just told them before it happened. Okay, those people who are with me in Discord, you guys can confirm if I'm lying or something, just showing hindsight. Everything was pre-market. I was telling, oh, just watch the fun of this gap, but it's not something you are going to take the entries over here. Why? Because we don't have any higher time frame PDRs over here. So we are watching the reaction from here with so much fun, and as you can see, every time it just retraces from there. It's kind of like 50-60 handle, something like that, right? 50-60 handle, something like that. It was a very nice reaction, but I'm not interested to use this gap to take any sort of sell over here because I don't have any high time frame PDRA. Then this market came here, which is an unfinished business from 1 minute chart, as well as we have a 15-minute bearish gap over here. Market trade this gap. We first frame this sell from that order block over here, which has given us near about 46 handle. So far I remember it was a 46 handle run from here to until here, something like, yeah, it was something for 46 handle so far I remember, or 36 handle. Then stopped me out, fall again. We have framed another order block trade from the same logic, from same everything. This is that order block, and then this market fall, fall, fall. Not only it fall, fall, it has provided all the sell side liquidity. That was my target for yesterday. I just clearly told that. I so far I remember it was a very bold statement. I don't care what is going to happen next. As long as this market is not coming here to this gap, I'm bearish. This market finally fall by using that earning news, and then took that clean loss from 1 minute chart, which was absolutely clean. Trade that bullish FBZ from 15-minute chart. Look at the reaction from these candles. Like, look how it respected that order block. Tap to this order block. Market went higher again for this clean highs over here, relatively equal highs, and finally market came here. I mean, I think it just failed to trade this gap. Later maybe it has traded. I don't know what happened later because I was not in front of the chart. Let me see if it has traded one more time this gap. No, it never trade, I guess, that gap anymore. Today's morning session, I was more interested to look for buy just I didn't know that I have some buy side liquidity. To be honest, I took that buy side liquidity from ICT. He was marking that gap, so I marked that sorry, marking that buy side liquidity. I was looking for that buy side liquidity as well, and I showed you if it come to the deep premium area, this buy side liquidity is going to be cleared. If it fail to come to the deep premium area, it will keep taking the sell. But whenever it will take the sell, I'll look for the buy again. It will take the sell, I'll look for the buy again. Unfortunately, market didn't give me any sort of buying opportunity today, and I borrowed this buy side liquidity from ICT. My intention to tell you, I needed the recognition of the last FBZ and entry FBZ from ICT, which has I have already got over here by ICT himself. So what ICT told here, he told, while this market has cleared that lows or relatively equal lows, didn't leave any sell side liquidity or clean lows or relatively equal lows. Now this buy side liquidity is gonna be my interest to see that market is going to take. But before taking this buy side liquidity, this is the imbalance. He used the word imbalance. Okay, I called it last FBZ, entry FBZ, just because you guys can understand which gap I'm mentioning to you. Okay, he told this is the drawn liquidity, not this buy side liquidity, not those bullshit everything over here. This is the drawn liquidity. Okay, you will look for that gap as your target, not this gap. As long as this gap is not broken, it's not gonna be cleared. Now, how did I say? I told if the last FBZ is not broken, this buy side liquidity is not acceptable to be taken. So if you are in a buy over here, you have to look for that gap to take either the partial or close the trade, because as long as it's not broken, the buy side liquidity is not going to be taken. This is the most important gap. I needed the recognition from ICT. I got it from today. If you have any confusion, go and rewatch ICT's today's live at the around 4 minute to 5 minute, around that area. Okay, he talked about this around 4 minute to 5 minute at the beginning on his stream. I'm really happy because he has talked about that. This last FVZ, you can say that, how did I get that? This is my observation. I keep observing all the gaps, and I tried to find out which gap I can use more precisely, and I find out the entry plus last FVZ is the most important gap in this market, that can be used in a lot of way, like inversed way, like lot of way. You can use this area as your target. At the same time, why it didn't go for this last FVZ? Because that was the deep premium area. If it would go for that, this whole plan will be devastated, because market has had to take that buy side liquidity. That is the reason for this market not to go for this. Let me show you. See this deep premium area which is inside this last FVZ. It has used this entry FVZ one more time, failed to go for this last FVZ. I just marked both of FVZ by one gap. Just failed because it can't go for this deep premium. If it come to this deep premium, this buy side liquidity is 100% sure going to be cleared. It never be able to reach to this deep premium area. So those people who are trying to teach you the premium and discount dealing range, ask them the question, why man, why? Then they will show you the what to say, optimal trade entry, by the way, however. And then they will say, even though there is no liquidity, but this is going to take in because this is the optimal trade entry. Then market built the liquidity. I was interested to take the buy here. Market was falling. There was no opportunity, no opportunity, no opportunity. While it went below this previous day low, that is previous day low, that is the first area I will start to look for a selling opportunity around here. So I tried to frame the sell from this water block. Unfortunately, it didn't give me the entry. If it could give me the entry over here, that could be my first boom until this sell side liquidity. More importantly, the area. After that, I was only bullish. I was not bearish anymore. So that was the area where I was looking for a buying opportunity. I have already admitted what I have done wrong here. While this order block has been appeared on the chart, then I shouldn't go for that trade while the market was simply showing me that I'm not interested to go higher. But I forced the market, it punished me. So I got that loss over here. I stopped taking entries, keep looking for the buying opportunity, and I showed you how I can avoid the losing trade. Here, one losing trade, I'm gonna accept that, no problem with that. I accepted that losing trade, tried to take buy again, didn't get the opportunity. By reading the market in front of you, all of you was not interested to take the sell, because that is called catching the falling knife. Not interested to catch the falling knife, waited this market to fall until this area, which was the 50% of the new week opening gap. More importantly, this gap which Suzivan showed me, unfortunately I was not able to see that because I have just one monitor. and then I framed new buy over here. First entry I got stopped out because my stop loss was tight. It was not because the PDR was failed, the setup was failed, it was a bad setup, no, nothing. It didn't work just because my stop loss was tight. I was not able to put my stop loss below this low, which was 64 handle. I was not able to put it over there. So I put it just below the constant crossment, and the lower quadrant of the breakaway gap got stopped out. Waited to see can it take that low. So some of you will say that, brother, it left that clean lows over there. So wait for this low to be taken to take the buy. No, if this low is taken, the buy is not valid anymore. If this low is not taken, because this is the origin low, you are depending on this low. Do you understand the fact over here? This is the low you are waiting for. You are depending on this low. So when this low will be cleared, I can't use any of this PDRA except this gap. That means I can use this gap if I want to take the buy, which is the last bearish gap. Tap to this gap, fall, took that liquidity, closed above this gap, closed above this gap, tap to this gap, go higher. So this is the only gap I can use if this low is taken. But all other PDR I have used over here, I was not able to use any of them to take the buy. However, as it left that open, I was very much confident to take the rebuy. Can't wait for the candle to retest the entry gap. I have to go for the trade while it is going through that line or the entry gap. So took that buy. That's, I think so far it's almost going to hit my target, but didn't hit my target, unfortunately. Positions underwater, yeah, it didn't hit my target, which is the unfinished business. This is that unfinished gap. Yesterday market fall, I just showed you just a moment ago, that is this type of gap. It was an unfinished business. So as long as it's not coming here, I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity, or if I get a stop out, for example, while this high is taken, one tick above that high, see, this gap is a very important gap now for me to take the sell. It means something like this. This is gonna be my sell over here from that gap. It's a very important gap to me. What type of gap is that? This gap. While the market is falling, last bearish gap. While the market is going higher, last bullish gap. Take the liquidity. If it closes below this gap, it has a high probability to keep falling. So what I'm going to do, my stop loss is now going to be just below that gap. It will go one tick below this gap, I'll get stopped out over here. I don't need to hold this trade anymore. All the consolidation here, see this, I'm gonna avoid them as long as it's not going to take that on. It has cleared that high by that specific candle over here. The very next candle is open, my stop loss is over here, because now I have to believe it has to come to this unfinished business fast before even trading this order block from 15-minute chart. So if I would love to put my stop loss still over here, there is a high probability it's not only going to stop after trading that order block, it will maybe trade the 50% of that order block, and I will get stopped out by anyhow. So I don't need to lose all of this money. I'll just keep it one tick below this gap. This is the importance to learn the PDRs. I will put it over here with so much confidence that this market is not coming back here. If it come back, it means it will keep falling for long time. Otherwise, it will just simply trade the unfinished business. Then it can give me some sort of reversal or anything over there. I just don't need to worry about anything over here without this gap. So as long as this gap is not broken, I'm safe. I'm just keep trailing the stop loss, keep trailing the stop loss. Every single time it will be make a bullish gap, I'll trail the stop loss below that bullish gap, or the candle is going to build the bullish gap. I'll just keep trailing the bullish gap until it's not reaching for this unfinished business. What type of unfinished business gap? Look at this. Just look at this gap, okay? Here, low, high, lower low, never been traded, never been traded, never. Finally, this gap, sell side, bullish gap. Let's see what ICT told. Anyone buying an Optimus robot? Anyone is buying the Optimus robot? Same. Look at this. I'm not showing you something very random. Low, bearish gap, low, high, market fall. Never trade this gap. Never trade this gap. See this gap over here? Same gap. Low. This is the bearish gap. Bullish. So to say, the bullish candle reversed again. That is the unfinished business gap. It will go higher. It has to go higher from this gap. If it doesn't do that, close below this gap means it is going to fall for this order block. I don't need to hold this trade or to get a stopped out. Every single time I'll get a bullish fair value gap, I'll trail the stop loss below that bullish fair value gap. Otherwise, just get the stopped out. Thank you so much that for the what to say, the that's for today. Yeah, at the beginning it was not good. I have done a mistake over here to mark the water block, but later I hope it makes a lot of sense to you guys to think about why you should not chase the falling knife. Instead of that, you have to take that. For example, I got a stupid, I didn't hit my target. Still, I don't care because my loss is kind of how much? 70 handle loss. So even if I close the trade over here, which is 92 handle, in this highly volatile area with the logic, if I closed it over here, that is 92 handle is more than enough. It's more than enough. Maybe I could close the trade 143 handle. What was my loss? 70 handle, right? Two loss, 70 handle because it's highly volatility. Now I'm gonna close the trade maybe 123 handle. So what is gonna be my profit? You will count that, man. Now it's happening the same in the range from 824.75 Super clear, wizard. Thank you so much. What are the levels, brother? Honor. To let me have some more clear idea what are all those important. Okay, I have already told you, I have already done a lot of word block things, but still if you have some question, Raman, I will come to the Discord live, join to the stage, show me your chart, ask me the question from your chart. That's the opportunity. Why you guys don't take it, I have no idea. Why you let me talk, why you don't ask me the question by showing your chart? Please do that. Join the Discord live, join to the stage, show your chart, ask me the question to clear the things. I hope that is better, right? However, I before closing, those people here, can you please tell me what is the color of your accounts? Whoever is green, okay, please let me know your color, the account's color. Okay, so we should maintain the gap, although it's been crossed sometimes. Absolutely, brother. Keep watching. I'll keep talking about that. Just please let me know what is the color of your account. And please push the like button. 108 people is still watching. 82 likes. Can you please push the like button? Raid. Raman. Sorry for that, brother. Eli Green. Jamil Green. Raman. Raid today, unfortunately. Kuba. Raid. How many trades did you take? Kuba. Honor Green. Anyone else? Khurshid Raid. Unfortunately. Bad day, brother. It's a very tough day. To be honest, you have to just be happy because you didn't blow your account. You just stopped after getting some losing trade maybe. You have to be happy, man. This is really a tough day. You see market was just falling without any sort of retracement. Just keep falling. Now don't try to mitigate your loss by today. It has done its job for today. Rest of the day, the price has no value. I'm green in two accounts and red in one another one. I also blew up an evaluation account. I don't give a shit about the eval account. Suzivan, you know. You should not also give the shit about the eval account. But funded account should be very safe. Should be very strict. Two but two. Shit happens. Just two. Oh man. That's cool. You didn't blow the account. Cool. Loan account. Oh Jait. If it is funded then I'm gonna cry, man. You should be very careful about. Yes, 10 Eval Apex is gone. Oh, Eval! Eval! Oh man, I don't give a shit. Green for me. Hey, Brit. I'm really happy, Brit, to see you back, brother. I'm really happy to see you back, man. We'll get 10 more later. Eval, I don't care, man. But funded account, be very careful. In this type of highly volatile day, don't go more than 2 micro contract. it is highly volatility, don't go for two micro contracts. So you will take two micro contract entry, two losses, you'll switch the account to another account. Like today, if I have for example, I have just two funded account, think like that way, two funded account. I got one loss here, 30 for 50 handle, another loss here, 50 handle, so 100 handle loss. Just for the sake of this conversation, 100 handle loss. I took two micro contract because it is a highly volatility. Otherwise, it could be 40 handle loss. 100 handle, so it's gonna be like four four $4 per account, per trade, $400 loss. I'm gonna switch the account, coming back to the new account, close the trade around 100 handle. It's gonna cost $400 profit in that new account. So in one account, I'll be red. In another account, I'll be green. This is how you should trade. And tomorrow, I'll try to mitigate the loss over here, and this account is already green. If you keep doing the same thing in one account, that's gonna be blown. So please don't blow the account. If it is evil, try to pass in this highly volatile area where there is highly volatility, right? One candle is kind of like, how many handle is that? These days are good to pass the evil. 75 handle. So you will just try to pass the evil over here. This is the area. If you ever see the highly volatile market, try to pass the evil instead of the taking the entries to your funded account. Use the evil account to pass them where there is highly volatile market. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for being over here. I think it's done for today. And please keep observing this gap, whatever I told you about this gap. If it is broken, there is a high probability this market will fall, and maybe it will come for this order block or something like that. As long as it is above this gap, this old gap, okay, something very random gap, as long as this is holding the market, there's a high probability this market will come over here around this area. So it will trade this gap and it will come for this unfinished business to finish. If I would love to add more over here, see this order block, consecutive order block, I can go for the order block from over there. However, thank you so much for being over. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys. Tomorrow it's gonna be a members only live, and I'll be a bit late, but that members only live is gonna talk about the fair value gap differences. So there is something I should talk about, I need to talk about, because people try to teach me the fair value gap. So I'll talk about the fair value gap differences. There is some sort of fair value gap, they're different. Now I'm gonna accept that some of them I actually got from the Arjo. Arjo, I know some of you know Arjo. I was watching his one or two videos about the fair value gap, FVG, but um, there is some differences. Okay, so I'll just talk about that. But that was really, I think that will be worthy to watch. I hope so. Okay, yeah, that's all. Jamil, are you green? Yeah, you're green. Please don't try to overtrade over here, okay, please let it go. So see you tomorrow. Until then, cheers, guys.